Hello, everyone. This is Tom Johnson III from All Together Now Coaching. Thank you for being here. And this is the start of the presentation about mental fitness. Mental fitness? What is that? That's what this presentation is about. And I'm going to share my screen here and we'll get into it. Share screen, technology. Okay. So here we have All Together Now, mental fitness, how to grow count them three, core mental muscles to live a purpose-driven life with family, friends, and colleagues. So three core mental muscles, mental fitness, what is this? I'm going to stop the screen for a moment and give you an analogy. So we have heard of physical fitness. We exercise, we go to the gym, something of that nature. Now, let's assume we are a person of average physical fitness and we can climb average size hills each day. Our body's like, okay, cool, you got this average size hill. I'm used to it. I can do it. No problem. You easily traverse these hills each day. Now, if you come across a mountain and you decide to climb it, then as a person of average physical fitness, you'll get to a certain point and then the body will be like, oh, stop, 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 stop. Do not go, do not go. Here, I'm going to let you know that you can't go. Stay where you are. Suddenly breathing, thirsty, dry throat, muscles aching. Just everything is telling you to just stop. Stay where you are. Okay, so how does this relate to mental fitness? Mental fitness is about coping with stress and overwhelm of daily life. So the hills of stress of daily life for a person with average mental fitness is no problem. We're used to the stress from work, deadlines, bosses, family members, traffic jams. There's things we experience every day. And we're like, okay, our mental fitness can handle these daily hills of stress. Now, what happens when a mountain of stress happens? What happens when something unexpected happens? Or maybe it happens all the time. For example, you get a deadline suddenly from the boss. Do this. Your partner says something with a tone of voice over and over again, many days in a row, the same fight. Or the kids do something unexpected. Maybe they got drunk for the first time. Or maybe you're working too much and you're like, and there's a point where this mountain is just way too high to mentally handle the stress. And what does the mind do to keep you where you are? Makes you irritated, angry, do things you don't want to do, and say things you don't want to say. These things happen when your average mental fitness is surpassed and the mountains of life happen. So what we want to do is build mental fitness to handle the stress and overwhelm of the mountains of life and the daily ones so you can handle any challenge. Okay, back to the slideshow. Here we go. Okay, so that's the analogy. What exactly is mental fitness? It is your capacity to respond to life's challenges with positive rather than negative mindset. So what happens when you respond with a positive mindset to life's challenges? What's the impact? Peak performance, whether at work, an athlete, a parent, a sibling, whatever. There is something you perform very well when you're thinking of everything as positive. Peace and of mind and wellness. We don't worry as much. The mind is quiet and we're just like, great. And healthy relationships. This is what All Together Now is about. Having confidence and clarity and healthy relationships. The secret sauce to an amazing life is interacting with people and having healthy relationships. We interact with people every day. And even more if we're not interacting with someone, we're interacting with ourselves. We think to ourselves and things happen. We want a healthy relationship for a healthy life. This makes it easier to intentionally create the life you want. Okay, so mental fitness it's based on research. It just wasn't pulled out of the air. And it's based off of breakthroughs in 4 areas: positive psychology, cognitive psychology, neuroscience, and performance science. Mix all this together, and this is the basis for positive intelligence, which is the name of this program. And you don't have to worry about these 4 areas and the intricacies of these different fields. I will explain as simply as possible so you understand this for you. The research includes results from hundreds of executives and CEOs, Stanford students, world-class athletes, 500,000 participants from 50 countries, many husbands, wives, company workers, and expats. These are all walks of life. And it's been summarized in the New York Times bestseller, Positive Intelligence. It's been translated into 20 different languages. Now, why is that important? Because this program is not just something that's a North American based thing. It works across the world, regardless of culture, environment, or upbringing. It's a global human being framework for mental fitness so that all people can benefit from it. And it's created by Shirzad Chamine, who wrote the book and developed the program. Credit is due where credit is due. Now, why does this work across anybody? Why does this work for anybody? The answer is the power of factor analysis. So what this does is many things happen in life. There's emotions, there's things happening, there's circumstances. We take all of those are boiled down into what is really happening at the root cause. What's really happening under everything? So you get angry and you go to anger management. Well, do this when you get angry. You'll be fine. But what's really causing it? Just one example. Go to the root cause, which results in radical simplification. Go straight to the root cause and find out what it is, and boom. Here's an example. At the root of thousands of colors are only 3 factors: red, blue, and yellow. So if you want to make a painting, which requires thousands of colors, you don't necessarily need to buy a palette of thousands of colors. You can get 3 colors and then mix them together for you, what you personally want to create, just from these 3. And that's what we're doing with this program to create the life you want to make. How does this apply to life? Life has many facets. Emotional quotient or intelligence, how to emotionally understand people, how to handle stress, how to manage conflict, how to be a great parent, how to manage and motivate a team. So we all have different roles in life, and there are amazing frameworks out there that focus on one area and it's amazing. They really, really work. The thing is, if we want to improve our lives, typically it involves more than one thing. We want to be a great parent. Well, that might also involve managing conflict or how to handle your stress. Or maybe you can think of your family as a team. How do you motivate them? How do you create family activities? And this applies to work as well. Whatever the situation is, the question is, who can realistically memorize 43 techniques and put them into practice within a